Hey, greetings! Performance Reviews, where I give you the review from the technician's point of view. And today is not a review. Today is just an unboxing and demonstration of this air purifier. And this air purifier also has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and we'll investigate more into that when I actually do a full review on this. So meanwhile, let's see what you get. Of course, this is made in the usual place overseas. And that's about it in terms of what you get. Customs tag right here and a barcode, but again, no UPC. So let's see what you get. They have the words Green Living printed on here, which is kind of strange. Interesting marketing ploy. Piece of styrofoam. Right, a green manual. I guess that goes with the Green Living. All right, let's see what we have in terms of a manual. Just very basic setup. Pretty clear. All right, and it shows maintenance, which I like. I don't usually go into too much detail in a manual, but I like that this has an active charcoal. It lists that it's a HEPA 13 type filter, and it tells you to replace it in a reasonable amount of time. Again, I like all these things. I don't see anywhere on this, unfortunately, no, not here, in terms of how big of an area this machine does. So we'll have to find that out all on our own. Let's pull this right out of here. This appears to be all you get in the box. Nothing wrong with that. I prefer really just to have the bare bones. The plug is non-grounded. In terms of the length of the plug, it's about 1.5 meters, so about 5 feet. Now the other thing that we have here is we have little instructions there. Let's just pull this tape off and see what's under this panel. So this just clips here. All right. See, it pays to watch these unboxings, because you would have tried this out if you hadn't watched this and tried to run it with the plastic in place. So this filter looks very different than the one pictured. I think maybe it was a cross section. All right. There is some charcoal. There's not very much charcoal. I'll give you a close-up of that. You can see the charcoal is not particularly dense. Now there is a nice thick gasket going into this, which I like. And there are some pull tabs. So there's a fan in here, and that's about it. I'm curious to see if the air flows this way or this way. I would suspect, looking at this gasket, it's going to flow this way. We'll find that out when we plug it in. Everything feels very well put together, actually. Really surprises me. Now there's no remote control on this particular product because it is meant to be controlled from an app on your phone or Wi-Fi. So there is a touch screen though. Oh, we do have RGB lighting. Yep, that's fan speed right there. It has an auto setting. It has a timer. All right, we've switched to the studio microphone. You'll notice an audio difference here. You're gonna hear the real sound of the machine. What you hear right now, any buzzing or anything, that's my boiler in the background. It's winter here, so that is the ambient noise in the room. That's the lowest. It makes like a whistling sound. You can't really hear it. There is the high sound. All right, so it appears there's auto, sleep, and high, but you can access from here. A little bit weird decision making, but strangely amusing to watch. I've been sitting here for way too long watching this.
Hey, I just wanted to give you an idea of how big or how small this is. Next to some common air purifiers, I have the smaller and the bigger Blue Air for an example here. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how it might fit in your house. Look, I know this is supposed to be an unboxing, and I usually do like a full long-term review, but I'm going to tell you about the Wi-Fi connectivity of this thing. First of all, it's an older style of Wi-Fi. It's wireless N. If you're not familiar with that, that means you have to have something that's capable of making two different wireless signals, and then you can connect to it. The app is not very intuitive and does not work the first time. I actually had to power cycle the unit while trying to pair the unit to get it to work. It took me over 5 times before I figured this out and was able to get it to work. And I want you to keep in mind, I actually have a degree in computer networking, so it shouldn't be this hard. And if I struggled with this, you're probably going to struggle with this as well. I filmed each time I tried. Here's the time it actually worked.
It's actually connecting. I'm surprised. There we are. It failed to add. And it's going to scan for a full 2 minutes. I've now actually got to work. I want to say this is like the 5th or 6th time I've tried to do this. And I guess the secret to doing this is, in the middle while it's searching, is to unplug the air purifier, plug it back in, and repower cycle it. And again, it's very, very slow. The app is slow. The app asks for an abnormal amount of permissions. I don't see why the location needs to be on for my air purifier remote. And the software is kind of invasive from what I was able to understand. After much work, I finally got this thing to kind of work. So it's telling me it's the air quality. So that's what the number 5 indicates on the unit itself. That actually matches up with this, which is not surprising that the air quality is good inside my home. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. So I did all that, and there's an auto mode, a high mode, and a sleep. So there is no actual medium mode on this. That's a bit peculiar. Turn it on and off right there. That's about it. So the light completely off. There's no way to turn this off, unfortunately, the backlight on the screen, which makes things really, really difficult if you were trying to put this in a bedroom or something, which, spoiler alert, that's where a lot of people put these. So I'm glad that I finally got it working. I didn't think the app would actually work. Again, it took me 5 tries. And the reason I sound so frustrated is, a little known fact is I have a degree in computer networking. So if I struggle trying to get this thing to work, I don't think the average person is going to be able to get this to work without a lot of hand-holding. So yeah, I think the thing I'm most disappointed with is that there's no medium setting, and there's no way to really turn off the screen there. So it's connected to my Wi-Fi basically for no real purpose then, other than if I want to use this as a remote control. So yeah, that's my first impressions of this little guy. I think looks-wise, this looks very good. And if you're looking for an air purifier that's inexpensive and controlled by Wi-Fi, well, this is definitely an option. Me personally, I don't think the invasion of my privacy is worth controlling it with my phone. It's just my own 2 cents. Make sure you hit that bell notification because I will be doing a long-term review on this, because I'm just going to leave this basically running in my house and see how it does. So if this video was helpful and you were considering this, give it a thumbs up. If you bought one of these, please comment below. I really want to hear from you what your experiences were. Did the app give you trouble? Because there's nothing but paid shield videos on this right now. Speaking of paid shield videos, I guess I need to disclose this. They sent this to me for review, believe it or not. And yeah, not exactly great ratings from me, even though they gave me a free product. So, as usual, pretty objective stuff from performance reviews here. Have yourself a wonderful day.